I want to thank everybody for watching Crypto Revolution, where I talk about everything crypto daily. Before we jump into this video, I want to thank everybody who's been smashing that like button. Definitely hit the like button. Got to get a like spike going. 1,000 likes a video. That's my goal. I make these videos every single day for you guys. If you want to keep up to date on everything crypto related, technical analysis, fundamentals, news, subscribe to the channel. I'll be here for you daily. Jumping right into the market. Today, crypto. Red day. Overall market cap of cryptocurrency, $279 billion. Bitcoin at 96.15. What happened? What happened today? We're going to talk about it in the rest of the video. Now, it's important to notice this. Previously, when Bitcoin takes a 5% hit, most of these altcoins would be down double digits. Right now, a lot of them are still, it's down single digits, right? So you got 5% dip out of Bitcoin. So a lot of these altcoins really didn't get hit hard, respectively. Tezos still in the green. Ethereum only down about 7%. So again, you have to notice that, things are kind of starting to change here as far as the crypto market goes. The Bitcoin dominance right now is about 62.8%. So it's come down considerably. It used to be up, obviously around 70%. These altcoins took off and started running higher, ran up their, the market caps. I want to revisit this idea I talked about with you guys about 2 days ago concerning Bitcoin. A bearish idea, it's a possibility, is something that we need to, because this exists, and we have to acknowledge that it exists, there's more of a chance that this plays out than if it didn't exist, right? But it's a possibility, okay? So something to look for. Now, if we do get this bounce here, this is a head and shoulders potentially that's on the 1 hour chart. You got your shoulder, your head. Could this possibly be the right shoulder? Now, so fast forward to right now. Here we go. Bitcoin, this head and shoulders looks pretty solid. Now, bulls need a bounce right here at this level, this green circle, to avoid the confirmation of the head and shoulders. Head and shoulders are bearish patterns. The target would be about 8,800 if it's confirmed. So again, all eyes on Bitcoin right here. I've got a cryptocurrency trading group. I've got 6 chat groups where everybody's posting charts, calling out breakouts, working together to trade this market. I've got 41 videos in a playlist where if you don't know anything about trading this market at all, nothing, you can watch these videos. You'll be making profitable trades. The number one reason why people join my group is I post these profitable trading setups every single day, and we've been killing it. If you guys want to join the cryptocurrency trading group, you want to pay in crypto, email me, cryptobitcoinchris@gmail.com. I'll get you set up and in the group today. If you pay with crypto for 6 months, you get a 20% discount. If you pay with crypto for the year, you get a 30% discount and an additional month for free. If you do want to pay with a card month to month, you can do so. There's a Patreon link that's in the description. So this is Link. And so I posted this as a midterm hold idea previously, January the 10th. And you see 72% gains out of Link, huge gains. APPC up 132%. I posted this on January the 25th, 132% max gains out of APPC. This is a gentleman in my trading group. He stated, here are my numbers with your midterm hold Link. I'm up $10,000. EOS, I'm up $8,000. Bitcoin, I'm up almost $19,000. And BNB, I'm up $14,760. Thanks. And I said, profits? He said, yep. I said, you killed it. Nice. He said, nailed it. Shout out to Keegan Ratliff. He said, I told you, Chris, I quit my job to do this full time. I made $7,900 in 11 days in the month of February on altcoins, and I made $2,200 scalping BTC once a day or so with leverage. I make 6 figures at my job. I made the same amount of money that it would basically I would make working 60 hours a week, and I made it in 11 days in this month already. Another person stated, yo, Chris, I made $2,500 on your Link midterm hold, and now we're looking really good with Vechain. Life-changing money. This is a Bitcoin 4-hour chart. You can see you had a double top up here where the price action ran up and touched. Now, potentially, the target of this double top would have been not quite anywhere near where Bitcoin ended up, potentially around 98.50. the whales, possibly some manipulation here. Everybody's talking about it. So now the idea of this falling wedge could be a bullish reversal pattern. We just have to make sure that this head and shoulders doesn't play out. So what we're looking for is a bounce here. There's a 68% chance that this breaks higher in the future, as long as, again, a break lower would confirm the head and shoulders pattern. So the target here would be around 10,800. So that would give us a higher high than this high, which potentially would be bullish. So this is a bullish scenario. You know, it's important that the bears don't push this price down any further. In my cryptocurrency group, alerts woke me up today. I'm just like waking up, sirens are going off, and this double top is breaking lower. So immediately I posted it in group, double top, watch your altcoins, boom. You got to always use stop losses on these trades, right? Every single trade needs to have a stop loss. We had this huge, it was $1,000 price drop, essentially, with the wick, right? Huge. I mean, the bulls came in and bought it back up. Huge volume spike down here as well. Huge move to the downside. Now, the question is, you know, Asia's waking up here shortly. Is Asia going to see the market and freak out and say, hey, is it going to be a continued sell-off? You know, definitely keep stops in place for this idea. Shout out to Flood. He said, how many times are they going to use the same trick? Run highs and retrace. That would be the left shoulder. Run highs and then retrace. And then a second time, run highs and then finally nuke it. Look, run high, retrace. Run high, retrace. Run high, nuked it. Head and shoulders, potentially not confirmed. The total altcoin market cap, this is just to see, we ran up here, we're at $107 billion market cap for all the altcoins combined. We dropped all the way down to 96 billion. So nearly, it's about $11 billion drop was lost in that period of time. Okay, now it's important to notice that the market cap is bouncing at the support level. You've got a bullish MACD cross, so it looks like the altcoin market is starting to recover. It's already gained back potentially around $2 billion. There's no trades without risk in this market. Crypto crash. Bitcoin just dropped $1,000 in 50 minutes back below 9,000. The news everywhere. The crypto crash. Everything's crumbling. I'm still midterm, long-term bullish, and I want to see what's going to happen with this support level. Needs to hold. SEC forces crypto company to return ICO funds to investors. This is breaking news everywhere. And go to sec.gov. The ICO issuer settles SEC registration charges. They agree to return funds and register tokens as securities. So Enigma, ENG, they raised $45 million from sales of their tokens, the ENG tokens, in 2017. The SEC order finds that the ENG tokens are securities, and that Enigma did not register its ICO as a securities offering. SEC order requires Enigma to cease and desist from committing or causing any violations of registration provisions under the federal security laws, and they imposed a $500,000 penalty. Now, Enigma agreed to a claims process that would result in a return of funds to investors who purchased tokens in the ICO. A return of funds to investors. Where is Enigma going to get $45 million? I'm sure we'll just check the market cap real quick. Do they have $45 million? Well, the overall market cap, if they had every single coin, potentially they got 27 million. They got half of it. They got half of it. And they probably don't own anywhere near this amount because it's gotten killed. Now, Enigma's down 23% on this news. We saw EOS go through something like this, and EOS basically paid a large enough fine to where they were forgiven, and they didn't have to go through this process. So I'm curious to see and curious to follow up, see what's going to happen with this. But if you notice, ENG's chart completely wrecked. Completely wrecked. Now, there's actually some good support down here. You know, I mean, I'm not sure if they're going to dissolve the token or if they're going to fight through it, but there's plenty of people. You got, if you see here, you got some people are buying. You got to buy when there's blood in the streets. And the way the SEC made it sound, The company will also register its ENG tokens as securities and file periodic reports with the SEC. Based on that sentence, we have to assume that they're going to move forward. Enigma consented to the order without admitting or denying its findings. So it looks like they paid a fine and they're going to move forward. U.S. court tells Telegram and the SEC to focus on economic realities of the Gram token sale. So this, again, this is a $1.7 billion token sale, the Gram token for Telegram. So a U.S. federal judge says, hey, SEC, you shouldn't be hung up on all the labels determining whether messaging platform Telegram conducted an illegal securities offering. The judge asked about Telegram's economic justification. Why did you lock up the first round of purchase agreements? Whether the Gram token sold in the first round had utility, like you sold a bunch of these tokens, you couldn't even use them. You're obviously trying to raise money. Will the Tron blockchain, will it be able to operate and launch? And what would happen to Telegram's executives? Could they just disappear to the British Virgin Islands, where Telegram is currently located at launch? Telegram's attorney assured the judge that there's 36 validators already on Telegram's testnet blockchain, and that shows there's sufficient evidence and interest that the blockchain would be used by the decentralized community. And again, decentralization is what essentially disrupts the idea of a security. So there's a lot of things happening in the legal system in the United States and potentially as we move forward, where they're looking at passing a bill or multiple bills that will allow these new projects and ICOs to get launched and off the ground before they have to adhere to all these security rules. So there's a lot of things happening that will potentially eliminate this from happening in the future. But again, we have to pay attention to this. Binance temporary system maintenance complete. So everybody's very worried. What's happening with Binance? Are my funds safe? These exchanges are going to be continually hit hard because they have so much new volume on them. They just can't. The systems are being overloaded. They didn't have enough tether to loan out to someone in my trading group previously. You're trading on margin. You're trading with borrowed money, and they just don't have the tether. So there's a lot of things that are having to be upgraded, and so this is part of it. I mean, you got Coinbase went down, somebody said, for maintenance today. You're going to see a lot of this. Like, we've got some big players in the group, and they remember 2017 when they were trying to essentially cash out some of their winnings in this market. And you got all these exchanges were just inundated with new people coming into crypto, and it's hard to pull money out of the exchanges. You might have an exchange go down where all your crypto's at, and you're trying to sell, and you could lose tens and hundreds of thousands of dollars in a day because you're not able to move your money out of this market. So have multiple strategies, exit strategies in place, because life-changing money is coming, but you have to take profits in this market. Cardano, ADA, is going to release a new BFT protocol. There's a hard fork that has been announced. So it's a software upgrade, essentially. This person stating the launch of the Cardano ADA Shelley mainnet may challenge the superiority of Ethereum 2.0 as the most anticipated release of 2020. Listen, I think a lot of these coins have a ton of upside. You can't count Ethereum out. Ethereum 2.0 staking is going to be huge. They also have better privacy announced, and I thought this was pretty interesting, where Ethereum is going to include a lot of new features, including privacy protection through ZK proofs, which allow users to prove information through computation without revealing specific details publicly. So privacy, staking, Ethereum 2.0. Scalability is coming. Ethereum, don't count Ethereum out. On-chain activity suggests Bitcoin price volatility will continue thanks to the whale. So basically this just talks about how the number of whales, the number of large token holders have increased. The number of whale addresses up. Whales are classified as anybody holding 1,000 to 10,000 Bitcoin. And the number of wallets has ticked higher in the second half of January. Everybody's talking about this. A Bitcoin whale moved 4,000 Bitcoin to OKX. Is the dump coming? Everybody's saying, hey, 4,000 Bitcoin sold and dumped on this market, and the price got hit hard. Do the whales have too much power? Is there anything that we can do? No, not really. You don't get in their way. It's not, you don't try to work against the whales. You don't try to trade against the whales. You just try to ride their waves. If you guys like the content that I provide on a daily basis, be sure and subscribe to the channel, like the video, comment below, hit the bell for notifications. Thanks so much. I'll see you guys tomorrow.